They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Now Wentz again. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 32 on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Mike, 53. 50. Let's go, Ravi.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's got room. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 50. Come on. Shoot.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On first down, Jefferson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
At the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, here's Haskins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, here's Haskins. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. To throw again on second down. Wentz toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball.